chapter 31. It says, And Moses went on speaking these words to all Israel. And he said to them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. And the Lord has said to me, You shall not go over this Jordan. The Lord your God will himself go over before you, and he will destroy these nations from before you, and you shall dispossess them. And Joshua shall go over before you, as the Lord has said. And the Lord will do to them as he did to Sihon and Og, the kings of the Amorites, and to their land when he destroyed them. And the Lord will give them over to you, and you shall do to them according to all the commandments which I have commanded you. 6 goes on to say, Be strong, courageous, and firm. Fear not, nor be in terror before them. For it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. And Moses called to Joshua and said to him in the sight of all of Israel, Be strong, courageous, and firm. For you shall go with this people into the land which the Lord has sworn to their fathers to give to them, and you shall cause them to possess it. It is the Lord who goes before you. He will march with you. He will not fail you or let you go or forsake you. Let there be no cowardice or flinching, but fear not, neither become broken in spirit, depressed, dismayed, or unnerved with alarm. And Moses wrote this law and delivered it to the Levitical priests who carried the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and to all the elders of Israel. 10 goes on to say, And Moses commanded them at the end of every 7 years, at the set time of the year of release of debtors from their debts, at the feast of booths, when all Israel comes to appear before the Lord your God in the place which he chooses for his sanctuary, you shall read this law before all Israel in their hearing. Assemble the people, men, women, and children, and the stranger and the sojourner within the towns, that they may hear and learn reverently to fear the Lord your God, and be watchful to do all the words of his law. That was 12. 13 goes on to say, And that their children who have not yet known may hear and learn reverently. Hear and learn reverently to fear the Lord your God as long as you live in the land which you go over the Jordan to possess. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, your days are nearing when you must die. Call Joshua and present yourselves at the tent of meeting, that I may give him his charge. So that I may give him his charge. And Moses and Joshua went and presented themselves at the tent of meeting. And the Lord appeared in the tent in a pillar of cloud, and the pillar of cloud stood over the door of the tent. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, you shall sleep with your fathers, and this people will rise up and play the harlot after the strange gods of the land where they go to be among them. And they will forsake me with a capital M. They will forsake me and break my covenant, which I have made with them. 17 goes on to say, Then my anger will be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them and hide my face from them. And they shall be devoured, and many evils and troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, Have not these evils come upon us, because our God is not among us. And I will surely hide my face in that day because of all the evil which they have done in turning to other gods. 19 goes on to say, and now write this song for yourselves and teach it to the Israelites. Put it in their mouths, and this song may be a witness for me against the Israelites. For when I have brought them into the land which I swore to their fathers, a land flowing with milk and honey, and they have eaten and filled themselves and become fat, then they will turn to other gods and serve them, and despise and scorn me and break my covenant. And when many evils and troubles have befallen them, this sacred song will confront them as a witness, for it will never be forgotten from the mouths of their descendants. For I know their strong desire and the purpose which they are forming even now, before I have brought them into the land which I swore to give them. Moses wrote this song the same day and taught it to the Israelites. You can read more about the song in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verses 1 through 43. We're in Deuteronomy 31, so that's the next chapter. And the Lord charged Joshua, son of Nun, be strong and courageous and firm, for you shall bring the Israelites into the land which I swore to give them, and I will be with you. And when Moses had finished writing the words of this law in a book to the very end, he commanded the Levites who carried the ark of the covenant of the Lord, take this book of the law and put it by the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, that it may be there for a witness against you. 27 goes on to say, for I know your rebellion and stubbornness. Behold, while I am yet alive with you today, you have been rebellious against the Lord, and how much more after my death. Gather to me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears and call heaven and earth to witness against them. For I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days, because you will do what is evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger through the work of your hands. And Moses spoke in the hearing of all the congregation of Israel the words of this song until they were ended. This concludes the reading of the word, or read along with Stephanie, chapter 31. But real quick, I want to give you the life point. Life point. Sometimes we think we have to wait until we are no longer afraid before we try to do something. But we probably will not accomplish much for God, for others, or even for ourselves. It says, if we wait until all of our fear is gone, we need to face our fear with courage and do some things despite our fear. We must learn to do it afraid. Do it afraid. God promises us that he will be with us, as in Deuteronomy 31:6. Whatever fear you're facing, open that store, do it with fear. Buy that car, do it with fear. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it with fear, because God promises that he will be with you. This concludes chapter 31. God bless you.